Alison Rosen. Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her the good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison Rosen, Alison's your new best friend.
Hey everyone. Hi, hello. Welcome to another very exciting episode of Alison Rosen is your new best friend. I've returned. I am back to the land of Burbank on the West Coast. I am in the pod cabin with the people's husband, Daniel QUINCE. Hello.
Hi.
How goes it?
Good. I'm just gonna ask the question everybody's asking.
All right.
Are you okay?
How do you mean that?
You seem a little. Your voice is lacking that sparkle,
that vim and vigor. Is the chuckle in my voice gone?
Gone.
Is it because I'm sniffly?
No,
it's not. Am I okay? Well, I don't know if you know this, Daniel, but I did recently have a nose job, a mid-facelift, and fat grafting to my face. They sucked it out of my thigh.
This is how you were going to tell me?
Yeah, so I thought I would let you know on the show. That's where I was.
Okay.
I know I told you that I was just going to have a reunion with my college friends, but I wasn't. I was getting a little nip and tuck done.
All right. I noticed something was off.
Something seemed different, right? But yeah. So I'm sorry I got stuck on thinking about how they took the fat out of my thigh and they put it in my face. So there's and the weird thing is, like, thigh fat is traditionally wobbly. But I think I talked about it.
That's
on
the tradition.
The tradition. The classic in the when Shakespeare wrote his famous tragedy about thigh fat, it was called Othello (parentheses) and the thigh fat. It was all about the wobble. The wobble,
right,
wobbled famously. So anyway, I've lost my train of thought. And, oh yes, I think I've talked in multiple places about how the doctor told me that my fat was amazing, grade A, gold.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's like a variation of color. Sometimes it can be too bloody, which is disgusting. Sometimes it can be rose gold. Mine was gold. So, go me. But anyway, as to your question that we're all wondering, am I okay? I have been better. I am finding this recovery is a little bit intense. I think I had this hope that I would just recover in New York and then I'd come home and everything would be the same as before. I imagined I would come home and even clean the fish tanks the night I got home. In my mind, it's like, that's how badly I'm going to want to clean those fish tanks. I'm going to take these headphones off. So hang on a second. You're going to it's so weird to talk into a microphone without headphones on. It's throwing me. You're going to have to let me know if I sound like I'm off mic or anything. Okay.
You sound fine.
Well, I am a pro. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yes. So anyway, you're feeling...
So anyway, yes, I had hoped that I would just... I thought I would clean the tanks when I got home. But lo and behold, I didn't. I really had to psych myself up to clean them the next day. I've been feeling tired. I've been feeling in pain. I wake up feeling like a dried out husk. And it's not surprising, considering, as my doctor said, well, I did take apart your face. But I think that I had this false notion of how easy this whole thing might be because, and I feel like a broken record because I just recorded my Patreon podcast with Todd Perry yesterday and I talked about this a bit on there too. My hysterectomy was so easy. Hysterectomy and rectocele repair. So easy. I was uncomfortable for a couple nights. I took the painkillers for a few days. And then it's like, I have to take it easy for a few weeks. But I'm a lazy person. Taking it easy is one of my great skills in life. But I even struggled to do that. Remember, like, I had to go back and be checked because I started bleeding, because I wasn't taking it easy enough, because I really felt fine. It was crazy. And I was like, they've just gotten so good at surgery. that it doesn't hurt anymore. But I don't know. For whatever reason, that one was extremely easy, and this one is a bit harder. So yeah, I am uncomfortable, and that might. And also, full disclosure, I trumpeted that I was off painkillers. I was like, I'm fully switched to Tylenol. I'm a national hero. And then today I said, I'm not a hero. I said, who is it? Don't be a hero. Johnny, don't be a hero.
I don't know.
Cherry, don't be a hero.
Sure.
I feel like there's a song like,
yeah, there probably
someone, don't be a hero. Anyway, I said, Alison, don't be. So yeah, so I'm both drugged and uncomfortable.
That's what the
Is that what you're
answer
picking
that I
up
was
at?
trying to get to 5 minutes ago.
It was literally 5 minutes and 44 seconds of me yammering on. So all you wanted to know is, was I on drugs?
What's up? Yeah, you're just, there's something, there's like I could tell, but it's the drugs.
Are you sure
Okay.
it's not that my nose looks different? Are you sure you're not
No,
just
it's
reacting to my different face?
Yes, your face is a real bummer. No,
It's
no.
that so you're picking up on that I'm on a drug.
Yeah.
It's interesting because Todd asked me, were you on painkillers on the last episode we did? And I said yes. And he's like, you just seemed a little loopy. So we'll
I
see
wouldn't
if
say loopy. But it's an energy thing. I can just tell. So okay, all right, good to know. Just
But
level setting.
well, but earlier today, before I took a painkiller, wasn't my energy also similarly low when I took like a 3-hour nap?
Right before your nap.
And before and during and
Yeah, I
after?
guess you did seem
At any point
tired
today,
at that point. I just attributed that to being tired.
At any point today, that I was tired. At any
Right.
point today, did I seem to have a great energy level? And then follow-up question,
No.
at any point since you've known me, have I seemed to have a great energy level?
I feel like when we do the show, you have a good energy level.
Oh, that's the only time,
So
though, right?
I get maybe I was. That's why I'm noticing it so cutely.
Cutely? Am I doing it cutely?
No, acutely.
I know. The funny thing is when I when I was like, hey, however I opened the show, I was outside my body going like, she's still got it. She
No.
is such a pro. She feels like shit, but look at her just fucking turning it on. But I wasn't. You're saying it wasn't turned on.
No, it's okay.
Fine. You're doing the thing that you
I know.
have barred me from
know.
doing, which is making.
I'm getting you up in your head.
I mean, I don't care though because I am a pro.
Well, this is Alison's show.
Oh, thanks. I'm a pro and I can withstand it.
Mhm.
You can't.
Yeah, I'm not. This isn't what I want to be doing with my life. It
I
is what you
know.
want to do with yours.
I don't even know if that's true anymore. It's just
Oh,
what I'm doing with
interesting.
my life.
That's true.
What do I want to do with my
Sleep.
life?
Lie in bed.
It's gotten to the point where I am now 50. I'm more than 50. I'm going to be 51 in May. I feel as if I just turned 50 because it's so like, it feels like a betrayal that I even turned 50. Like,
Yeah.
excuse me, what? That's an old
I
age.
know you're knocking on 51 right now.
And so it's like, not only did he cheat on me, but he cheated on me with like my nemesis. That's how it feels to find out that I'm going to be 51 in a few months. And I know aging is a privilege and the alternative would be death, which is not anything I want. However, at this point, like I'm able to recognize there's a limited amount of time left, which is depressing. And do I want to spend it sleeping with my weighted heat pad? I don't not want to. You know.
No, I hear you.
Can we just talk about naps for like one more minute
Okay.
and then let's move on? Because I think that sometimes when you talk about things that are low energy, it is low energy. So not you, but one in general.
Sure.
This is what I learned in podcasting school.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hot in here?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Also, I think it should be known that I'm wearing pajamas. I'm not even a pajamas person. I am a nightgown and robe person, or I am a like leggings and t-shirt person, but I purchased pajamas ahead of the surgery. I only wore them one day, but now I've decided.
Are you liking them?
The bottoms are medium and the top is large. And I feel like that's going to thwart my return plans of the size that doesn't fit, because which one am I going to keep? So, yes, I am liking them, but I'm just finding that, imagine I'm a ballerina with 2 different size feet. And so every time I go to buy point shoes, I've got to buy 2 pairs. Maybe that's just who I am.
No, because you go to the specialty point shoes, they know who you are. They just make them special for you.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. I mean, not on the low, like the higher end ballerina types.
Yeah.
There's I think there's a particular company that makes the ballet shoes, and I think they're in London. And the ballerinas,
they just get them made especially for them.
Because each ballerina has particular custom things that they do to their shoes.
Yes, I've seen that where they they break them and pull this thing off, and God, I fucking love that. When I was a kid, I cycled through a few different things. There was the horseback riding phase, and there was the ballet phase. And this is pre-internet, so I could not satiate my desire to read all about point shoes. Now you can just go on TikTok and it's
all there, baby.
It's all there. But I wanted that info so bad.
I know. The kids today, they don't know how hard we have it.
Yes.
You had to go to the library.
You had to fucking one of the early notable moments in my being a nerd. I've talked about it before. In high school, I discovered this volume of it was like an encyclopedia set of literary criticism, and you could open it up, and any classic work there you could read what critics had said about it.
You're such a nerd.
I know, but I would it just opened my mind.
How old were you?
I think I was in 10th grade.
Okay.
So what is that? 15?
Something like that.
14, 15?
10th grade would be 15.
I would go into the library during recess sometimes and just go open it up and read it. It was early internet. It was me saying I'm going to Reddit to see what they're saying about Babbitt or something like that. But I just fucking loved it. I loved that this existed. And now kids don't have to go to the library for such a thing. And also, this is sort of a JMOE. You know what, Tony? Play the JMOE song.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
Have you ever had the experience where you're looking at a reference book and you're like, this information feels limited because it is a book? I would be better served on the internet where I can get the most updated information.
Do I have that experience now?
This is just me or everyone. I've had that experience.
I don't think I'm looking at reference books all that often. I can't remember the last time.
There was a menopause book that I was looking at, and then I saw something in it that was troubling to me. And then I learned that the particular study that was cited in it was already outdated. So whatever information I read that made me go oh shit, was already moot. And then I thought, well, this is the limitation of purchasing a reference.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be called a reference book? I think so. A book because when you want to learn about something, you buy a bunch of books.
I do.
It's so yesterday.
Well, we're still in it. The thing is, as much as everything's online, not everything's online.
Exactly.
The problem is if you're studying something that is, I don't know, a niche part of history or whatever.
Tall ships.
Yeah.
Gold Rush.
Okay. So if I wanted to know what was life like on, a clipper ship at the time of the, Opium Wars, right? Or the time of the...
How many times we have all wondered.
What was that like? It's not, you're not going to get a lot online. But there are books that are out of print that were first-hand accounts from the
Right.
1700s.
So maybe it depends
So
what
you
subject.
can get those books.
So something like medicine or medical stuff or science, but then it's hard to know, what to trust online as well. Maybe I had a unique experience with this particular menopause, whatever it was. Okay, so anyway, I did something that I think is pretty rebellious.
Ooh.
It is
Did you wear your leather jacket when you did it?
yes. I was on a motorcycle and I wore my leather jacket. I lit up a cigarette
And
I took a nap wearing my contact lens.
Born to be wild.
Did you know you were married to someone with this kind of fire inside?
I felt weirdly intimidated when I walked into the bedroom.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What?
I just remembered. Okay, so since getting back, I've been having crazy dreams and I've been telling you about them.
Mm-hmm.
When I woke up from my most recent nap, I knew that I'd had another weird dream, but I couldn't remember it. And I'm having trouble remembering it now, and I'm not going to belabor the point with everyone listening, trying to remember. But again, so in the dream before the most recent one, Terry Lou, your mom's aunt, was in it. And in the most recent one, Sarah, isn't that her daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Was in it. And
why are you dreaming about my extended family?
I don't know.
So weird.
I barely know them.
Stalker, everybody.
But she had dark hair, sort of like Stassi now has dark hair.
Oh.
Why was I dreaming about? It's so weird that I'm dreaming about this part of your family that I barely know.
You've met one time.
But you know what? We met them when we went to New York, and I was recently in New York. So,
maybe that's why. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I have a lot of things to say, and you also have a lot of things to say. So oh, you know what? I'm going to talk about my nap for a minute, my contact nap, and then we got to read the comments, the
Yes,
Spotify
we
comments.
do,
I forgot
of
that's what we
course.
do. Doy. Look, I cannot wear glasses for 6 weeks because
Nothing can rest upon the nose.
Right. Not everyone has to wait a full 6 weeks, but my nasal bones were a little osteoporotic, which is
Are you worried
disgusting.
that is an indicator of the rest of your bones?
Oh, I'm not worried. I believe it is. I believe it is a sign that I probably have osteoporotic
So what can
rest
you
of
do
my
about
bones.
that?
I don't know. I think that so my mom was always climbing up my asshole about like you should take calcium, because I believe you can only like build it up until you're age 30 or something. Like now it's too late. Although I think that if you lift weights, that's supposed to help or something.
You should look into it.
Should like strap little weights to my nose.
But you should also be careful lifting weights if your bones are brittle.
Yeah. So my bones were my nose bones were a little brittle. But thin people, I believe there's more of an osteoporosis risk. So the fact that I was a chunky monkey growing up, I thought would have protected me a little more. But it didn't protect my nose. So I can't wear glasses for 6 weeks. So I wake up and I put in a contact first thing, get the kids ready for school. And then I'm like, well, now I'm ready to nap. I guess I'm going to stick my finger back in my eye, pull this thing out, and then either put it in the little contact case or throw it out and just put in a fresh one later and take a nap, because I have it so beaten into my head that you don't want to nap in contacts.
Mm-hmm.
But I turned to TikTok. Daniel, I have been TikToking up a storm.
I noticed.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
My follower count has gone up like at least 6 people.
Yeah, huge engagement. Some of them get 12 likes. Some of them I've seen go as high as
Like
16,
23.
23.
I did
It's
get
crazy.
I got a little note from TikTok
Ooh.
that said that my content was it had some percentage, some high percentage better than other people with my similar follower count.
See, that's all you care about. That's all
Yeah,
you-
but you know what? It was a video that had like 300 views. That's how pathetic it is. If you want to get on the ground floor, go to TikTok. I'm the Alison Rosen over there because I don't have that many followers over there. I feel like I'm sort of like talking to no one. So I just have been sharing. That's where I'm sharing all my plastic surgery stuff. But I'm also the more candid stuff is on Patreon because I gotta reward the people, the OG
Yeah,
supporters.
you don't want to give it away for free.
Right. So you can get a taste on on TikTok, and then patreon.com/AlisonRosen is where you really get the gold, like my the gold fat.
It's like emotional OnlyFans.
Yeah. It's like that. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
I follow a woman. I'm going to mention her later when I talk about Quince. She has Cavaliers, and it turns out that she and I went to high school together, and we have reconnected as adults. We only barely knew each other in high school. But anyway, she does like adorable Cavalier video content. However, her feet are in the videos often. It's not focused on
how's
her feet.
engagement.
I mean, it's higher than mine.
Yeah.
But she'll just kind of like, you'll see her feet in the video, and I'm just thinking like, girl, paywall your feet.
What if you put pictures of other people's feet in the background of your videos?
Ooh.
Just to engagement farm?
I should try that. I'm so bad at doing so when my last checkup at the doctor, there was a girl who had this tiny puppy. She had just picked him up yesterday. He was adorable. It was a girl. She was adorable. She was so fucking cute. And I took a little picture of her. Everyone in the office was like going nuts over her. I took a picture of her, and I was talking about it on TikTok, and I was trying to figure out how to put a picture of her up while I was talking about it. And I did, but in like the most like messy, ham-fisted way. And then I put another picture of her up. And so then for a little while, there's two pictures of her up at the same time. So the feet, it would be a disaster, but it could be funny.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I asked TikTok, what are we doing? Are we napping in contacts? And everyone said we are napping in contacts.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it today.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing bad happened.
Yeah, probably not long enough for it to get so dry that it becomes painful.
I don't know, though. Eyes are kind of important. I feel like I probably shouldn't risk it.
They have...
Nap contacts?
No, they have eye drops that are more like gel, that are a little bit more viscous for overnight.
Like an ointment? An ointment?
They have different... So they have some that are like an ointment, and I can't with that. Although my eye doctor was like, maybe you should, because I have very dry eyes because I got, the LASIK. But the... maybe if you had got one of those like midway between just saline and the ointment for naps, that would keep it sort of lubricated,
maybe,
and not dried out. I don't know.
I should probably find out what the actual risks are, because it's not like the reason I want to nap in it is because it feels so. It's like I just fucked around with putting this thing in my eye. I don't want to fuck around with digging it out again.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when I put the contact in the saline, because I wear dailies, when I put the contact in the saline and then I put it back in, it always is like a little bit irritating. So then I'm like, I'll just use a fresh one, which is like $1, but still, it's not. All of that is worth it if I'm actually taking some gigantic risk with my face,
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, what I'm saying is you don't even know who you married. I'm wild and crazy. All right. Let's go to Spotify comments. A. Newman Jr. 39. Just following up, but as a Black Republican living in California who was raised by women who are all pro-life but believe a woman has a right to choose, I understand there is so much nuance people can't begin to wrap their head around it. But as someone who listens to Rogan, I notice that he trusts the audience to just continue to hear him out and understand maybe he's misinformed or just flat out wrong, and that's okay. Big fan of the show. Keep them coming, please. Love to Daniel, too. I am having trouble recalling what we were talking about.
Talking about Rogan?
No, but I think we were talking about you know what? So we ran the news episode. Patreon.com/Alison Rosen.
As a rig.
Yes. And on that one, we spent too much time talking about the fact that I had gotten feedback from someone who was saying they couldn't listen anymore because we couldn't be more misinformed.
Right.
And so we were trying to figure out what it was that we had said that had bothered them. And then we were just talking about like, we're trying to be nuanced. So I think this is a reaction to that. So I get what he's saying. He's saying that like, another approach would be to just do what Rogan does and be like, just stay the course and trust that people will keep listening, essentially.
I'm cool with that. Let me think about that for a second. I think because we just started doing this stuff.
Yeah, the news show.
The news show, there's a little bit of throat clearing in the first few episodes where I'm like, okay, like I want you all to understand where I'm coming from.
Totally.
Because I want to stop saying that. Like largely I want to be able to just say my opinion, and I want y'all to understand that I don't think I'm that I'm an expert necessarily, or that where I'm coming from is just like I am formulating my opinions based on the knowledge I have, and that I respect your opinion if you disagree with me, and that let's just go from there so that you can just be like, hey, well, so you can handle it if I'm saying something that is upsetting to you. Like if you have a strong belief about whatever and I'm like saying the opposite, you're not going to be, because a lot of people do these days.
They do, yeah.
And we just,
but then a lot of people don't too. You just don't hear from them.
My thing with Rogan is like, I get what he's saying about Rogan. I have a problem with how credulous he is about certain people that he has on his show. He's not educated enough to push back on some of the bullshit that is said on there. So I think it gives a platform to people that are and I'm not even talking about like Trump and them. He's had like sort of like alternative historians who talk about how the British were actually like how Churchill was actually the bad guy in World War II and shit like that. And I do think that a lot of the movement of the right, the Tucker Carlson stuff, is really dangerous and scary, and Rogan's been a part of that.
Yeah.
So, but like I agree, Rogan does put off this like, hey, I'm just doing the best, and I do like that. I think he's a little bit irresponsible sometimes with that.
Well, it's a question of how apologetic or unapologetic do you want to be? Like how, because there are shows that will spend a decent amount of time clarifying or throat clearing or whatever, and I know that I found that there was a period of time I went through, people listening might be like, you're still there, but a period of time where it's like, I had so many voices in my head imagining them responding to everything I was saying as I was saying it, that I was like hedging every comment and trying to like cover every possible way someone was going to push back against it. And in general, I am someone who desperately wants to be understood and accepted and approved of far too much. I think I told you, I don't know if I told you on air or if I just told you, there was something I saw on Threads where someone accused someone of like not being sensitive to something racially. Like it was a white woman who said something, and then someone was like, climbed up her ass about it. And the woman immediately backed off and apologized. And then a black woman said, everyone knew what you meant. And by the way, don't be so quick to apologize. No one respects submissive energy. It was something like that. And it really jumped out at me as like, God, that's kind of true. Because I know that I have been that way in the past. Like if someone were to say to me, one vowel of a word I said was insensitive, I would bend over backwards to try to like apologize. And before I even understood what I had said that was wrong. Whereas now I find myself sort of respecting people who obviously case by case, but like stand their ground. Like I remember Natasha Leggero hosted It was like CNN New Year's Eve something. I don't know if it was CNN, but it was something like that. And she made a joke. Hold, please. Where she made a joke. I don't know if it was about little people or Italians. One or the other. or maybe neither.
Little Italians.
Possibly. And people were trying to get her to apologize. And she just wouldn't. She was just like, no, like there. And she gave her reason why, which I don't remember now. But I was just like, yeah, like I think she was just kind of like, people know what I meant. Totally. This is like a much ado about nothing.
I guess I haven't thought. Maybe one of the reasons why we're talking about it too much,
which we are,
is just because I haven't interrogated it enough in my head.
What's
like,
the it? How to handle
talking about this stuff. Like, I envy people who just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because I want to not give a shit. I want to be able to just say my opinion then not like care if someone crawls up my ass or calls me a bad person.
Yes, same.
And I'm almost there. Like, but there's something about this new sort of social media world that where I feel like I haven't quite processed it yet. Like, I haven't quite been able to figure out like how to behave in a world of social media where you've got all these voices that are going to come at you.
I think you have to just ignore them. Like I think about like how, I don't know if Oprah's on these platforms, but how would she handle it? She would not be fighting in the comments like I am.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
either. All right. So Mary Elena said, it's crazy how I just sang the Topic Sombrero song. Yes, it came back to all of us. Kirk0154 says Topic Sombrero, 2 exclamation points. Joey Wynn says, and by the way, it's a Nguyen. Are we saying win? Nguyen.
I think it's win.
Is there am I pronouncing the N or no?
I think
I'm
it's like so
Joey.
subtle. I think it's a very, very subtle. It's like Nguyen.
Joey Nguyen. Joey, let us know. Nguyen or win? He said there is an Abercrombie kids store. I used to work there way back when. Wow. So that had to do with, that was the Jesse Joyce, Danny Ricker show. And then Jared Carlson says, this is his last comment, I just want to say that I really appreciated your discussion about being able to disagree. It is frustrating how black and white or polarized most discourse seems to be, at least online and in politics. There seems to never be any room for nuance or for understanding the complexity of a topic. As I often engage in arguments with absurd characters on social media on X, I enjoy hearing Alison's occasional comments about the ridiculous arguments she gets into with those types. Thank you, Jared. Oh boy. Oh my fucking God. I seek it out. Yeah. I seek it out. So Michael Ian Black, I follow him on Substack. He wrote a Substack called Michael Ian Black is a Bad Person.
By the way, I was thinking weeks ago, like, I want to make I was fantasizing about just making that same declaration so that I could get past all of this. Like, if I just say, like, okay, I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me that. I'm going to have problematic views. Can we just talk? Can we just have a conversation so that is not something you feel like you need to say to me? And then he wrote this article. I was like, yes.
Michael Ian Black is a bad person because someone on Blue Sky, which I haven't checked in 100,000 years, said, anyone who watches the new J.K. Rowling show is a bad person, and no, I won't be discussing this.
Like, that is so crazy. That's where the fucking discourse is now. Like, if you watch Harry Potter, you're a bad person.
Right.
Like, just if that's what you believe, just take a step back and like just reassess, like, what's important here.
Right.
Is that really where we want to be drawing the line?
Well, I mean, I understand someone who feels that she is dangerous to trans rights, but
does it mean the person is a bad person?
Yeah.
For wanting to enjoy Harry Potter?
Right.
Like, and even if that were true, this is kind of where you got into it, where it's like, even if that were true, is it politically
Strategic.
Is it a good tactical
this is
move?
not a good use of your this is not a good use of your energy. If you want the civil rights movement for trans rights needs to be, I say as a cis woman, but still, like, there are places to put your energy, and like yelling at people who agree with you is not a good place to put them. So anyway,
wait, sorry, just real quick.
Okay.
If you want to build a political consensus in this country, if you want power, then you have to do more than just convince the people that would naturally already agree with you.
Yes.
You have to bring people over who don't agree with you, but who might agree with you. And that is something that I don't see the so-called progressive left doing much of. There isn't this thing where you like call people evil, racist, bad people.
Yeah.
It's not convincing. You're not changing minds where you need to change those
You're
minds.
also, and oftentimes they're yelling at people who vote in a similar way as them.
And who would agree with you,
Yes.
who you could convince, but instead they want you repel them.
Yes. Well, oh my God, I said that to this woman who told me to kill myself. I said something about like, the irony is I'm on your side, although I am repelled by your personal bullshit, or I'm personally repelled by or whatever I said. But anyway, I really got into it. So anyway, so he wrote this article, Michael Ian Black is a bad person. He's like, I have offended the internet again, because he wrote back something in response to the person who said that about the J.K. Rowling thing, being like, is there a world in which people can still watch the art of someone that we might, think is a bad person? And I don't want to mischaracterize his argument. He was more just saying like, do we have to go so far as to like condemn someone just for watching? He's like, I, Michael Ian Black, can no longer enjoy Dave Chappelle, but I can understand that people would. And, I drive a Tesla, and this is him saying that, and I don't feel good about it, but I bought it before. And anyway, it's a complicated, okay.
I would say Chappelle's a little different because Chappelle actually preaches things that you might disagree with what he's saying. Whereas like, there isn't any anti-trans content in Harry Potter.
Well,
that I'm aware of. Maybe there is, but I don't see it.
No, but what people are saying is that she has said that she's going to use the money that she makes to like make. Well, now I'm quoting people that apparently to make trans lives harder. I don't know what that's a reference to. Like, I don't know what she actually said and what she actually means by that. But anyway, oh my God, lost my train of thought.
You're talking about his article.
Yes. So he was just saying like there's a lot of problematic art in the world, and do we need to throw it all away? And he said it in a better way. So I said what I felt was something innocuous. He was basically making an argument for nuance. Can't we have nuance? I said something pretty innocuous in the comments, and then someone told me to kill myself. They told a lot of people to kill themselves.
It's a person who's very well balanced.
Yeah. Happy. And then, and so then they told a lot of people to kill themselves, but I'm the only idiot who responded. And so then I got into this back and forth with that person and with other people, and I really...
And you convinced them.
Yes, I did.
You changed minds.
I changed their minds. Anyway.
I think that we should...
Move on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that the topic of... can you enjoy the art of someone who's problematic is interesting.
Oh, it's really interesting.
And a conversation worth having. Ultimately, the way I feel is like, if you were to not enjoy the art of people you find problematic, you would be enjoying very little art at all, because most artists throughout the history of art are, you could find something problematic. And like, I was just watching a thing with Michael Jackson. And, let's say you believe in the allegations against him. Like,
do you not?
I'm just saying for the sake of
right.
argument, like, Billie Jean's a great fucking song. I still want to listen to that fucking song. Like,
I find myself feeling, I also, I had a huge crush on Michael Jackson. He was like one of my
that's why you liked me when we first met.
Yeah. He was one of my first... That's why I got a nose job. He was one of my first like oh my God, like I fucking love
Everybody.
Michael Jackson. Did
He was
they?
so-
I had pictures of him all over my wall.
I was watching.
I would cover their eyes when I would change clothes. I fucking loved. He awoke something inside of me. I think for a lot of people of that generation. But anyway, I still love his music, but I do find myself feeling conflicted when I listen to it.
I don't think you should. I think that
okay, but I do.
that's fine, and that's whatever. I think that like when I was watching footage of him performing live this Billie Jean thing from like right when the song maybe even before he recorded it. It's like very early, and I was just thinking, my God, will there ever be anything in pop culture like what Michael Jackson was for those years in the 1980s? Like, he was it was like a phenomenon. Like, I don't know that is even possible anymore. And it'd be hard to like get
Taylor Swift?
No, like not even Taylor Swift. Like, he just penetrated everything.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Like, it was like he was in ads everywhere. He was the biggest fucking star, and he defined, like, when you listen to that music, it's like it defined the feeling of that era.
Have we talked about button makers, badge makers? You know those?
Yes.
And you could buy machines where you could make your own.
I love those. Yeah.
But it was like the most expensive version of the machine had some kind of hydraulic press.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't have the most expensive version, you had to use your own arm strength to like crank the thing. And it was very, very difficult. But we bought one. I made my own Michael Jackson buttons, and I wore them to Knott's Berry Farm for my birthday. And then I was like, look at all these people with their professional Michael Jackson buttons. But then I remember, so did you do the presidentials?
The fitness?
PE? Yeah.
Everyone did that.
Okay. But they don't have that anymore, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think they do. So back in the day, they had the Presidential Award for Fitness or something, which everyone in all the schools...
It was a fitness test, so they could see how...
Yeah. And what was it? It was the
like,
shuttle run.
It was run, push-ups.
Some kind of jump.
Yeah, just various exercises.
Right. So it was my turn to do, I think it was the long jump or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl, Danielle, was like, come on, Alison, pretend Michael Jackson's over here. Pretend Michael Jackson's over here. And I was just like, Danielle, I don't like him anymore. Like, I had moved on, you know?
Oh, shit.
But it was like, they weren't, this is like why they say don't, this is something my dad used to say, don't be a resident where you intern. Or something like that. Don't be an intern where you went to school. I don't know.
Oh.
Like, don't, work where you were a student, because they'll only ever see you as a student.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is...
You were locked. You were the person who liked Michael Jackson.
She wasn't letting me move on, you know? And it's sort of like...
Families do that.
Yeah, and it's sort of like one year, at the beginning of the year, we were supposed to write our favorite TV show. It was like a survey, getting to know you survey that the teacher passed around. And we were supposed to write our favorite TV show. And they were like, what is it? You know, Facts of Life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, it's Family Ties.
But it was always Facts.
It was actually always Facts of Life. But that year I was trying on a new personality.
Was this Ally Michelle era?
No, this is far before Ally Michelle. This was like 6th grade. And I feel like Ally Michelle was like 9th grade. The world of difference.
Last thought before we move on.
I have moved on. But if you want to go back, we can. If you want to drag us back.
I just think that we need to get to a place as a culture where we can live in that, with that understanding that of the duality of people. And living with the duality of people means that you understand that Roman Polanski did horrible things, but he made great movies, and we can appreciate the movies and understand the artist had done horrible things. And if you can accept that tension in an artist and in a person, then I think it's we would have a much healthier society. And instead of trying to divide everybody and put them in a bucket of good or evil, because right now that's what we're doing, and it's not a good thing. Okay, go ahead.
I agree.
QUINCE.
Speaking of, there is something that I need to talk about that I am passionate about, and it's QUINCE.
Oh,
You
sure.
know how much I love QUINCE.
I do.
And I mentioned the woman before who makes the Cavalier content where she sometimes allows her feet to be seen. She is the one, she refers to it as pulling me into the QUINCE cult. Because when we ran into her down in Orange County, I complimented her outfit. And she's like, QUINCE. Everything I get is QUINCE. It's like all amazing and it's affordable. You guys, if you're about quality over quantity, especially in your closet, if you're like, if it's not well made and versatile, it's just not worth it to me, then you need to check out QUINCE. The fabrics feel elevated, the cuts are thoughtful, and the pricing actually makes sense. QUINCE makes high quality wardrobe staples using premium fabrics like 100% European linen, 100% silk, and organic poplin. Lightweight cotton cashmere sweaters, perfect for the changing seasons and can't miss seasonal colors and prints for spring. Versatile, well-made pieces that make getting dressed simple. They also have kids stuff. I have now outfitted my kids in QUINCE pajamas, and they're super cute and super well made. My favorite pieces in my wardrobe right now are QUINCE. It's almost dangerous for me to go to the website because I'm like, yes, 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 and yes, yes, and also yes, yes, yes. And they have so much. They have stuff for it's mostly apparel, but I've mentioned before, I got Daniel a really nice set of salt and pepper shakers, the ones where you press the button and it goes, because I was like, we've lived too long having to go ch-ch-ch. No
But
more.
there's no reason to live
We're
like that.
people, and they light up too. And they go, and then you're like, look at me. I'm a regular. Who's like a fancy cooking person?
Julia Child.
I'm a regular. Well, I don't think she had those. I'm a regular. Bobby Flay. Paul Prudhomme.
Prudhomme.
I feel like that's not the best person, but I know what you mean. I just cannot recommend them highly enough. Stop waiting to build the wardrobe you actually want. You don't need a closet full of options. You need pieces that work. Right now, go to quince.com/Alison Rosen for free shipping and 365-day returns. That's a full year to wear it and love it. And you will. Now available in Canada, too. Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last. Go to quince.com, QUINCE.com/Alison Rosen for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Alison Rosen. And I'm going to spell my name, ALISONROSEN. I wake up at night afraid that people are going to quince.com/ and then typing in my name wrong, and I'm not getting credit for all the people I'm sending. So please make sure to spell my name correctly, and please go there because you'll love the stuff and you support the show. Quince.com/Alison Rosen. Okay, so we are 48 minutes in. We have promised Owen that he can come beyond the last 4 minutes, which that could be any sort of disaster. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Duty. But I had a story I also wanted to share about my odyssey of returning home, although I don't have to share that on this show. And then you have an update for us on your fragrance. Because on the last show, you had gone to the fragrance bar to design your signature scent.
Yes, I did.
And you shared about that experience, but I have zero recollection of that show. I don't remember a lot of it. But I was like, what's it going to be like when I get home? What if I don't dig your Sig Frey?
And?
Signature fragrance. Because there's one that you've purchased that I love, but you're like, I don't know.
No,
So
I like it. I just can't smell it.
you can't smell it, yeah. So anyway, I really like it though. Thank God.
Sig Frey.
Your Sig Frey. I really like your Sig Frey. I like it a lot. And yeah, but you felt pressure to name it.
I didn't know that I was going to have to name it. And then, I don't know the gals there well enough. And I was like, there's like a lot of pressure, right? And I'm not, I don't name fragrances very often.
Like, it's probably the first time you've ever done it.
So I just named it something that I think was
It's not like
really
having a baby where you think a lot ahead of time about what you're going to name it.
I just kind of came up
Although, that I already know what I would name my fragrance if I were to come out with a fragrance line.
What?
Connection with 3 X's, and then it would be in a cell phone bottle.
I did not know that.
I came up with this many years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, now you got to
Connection.
do it. You got to go down there and say.
I would never wear it, though.
You know what you should do is say, like, I'm not here to pick my signature fragrance. I am here.
To pick
I
there.
have a title
Yeah.
and packaging, and I need the fragrance that fits it.
Yeah.
And I think
Do they do dupes?
They will. I think they'll try to simulate it. By the way, on that episode,
Ow. Oh my God. I just had a scratch, an itch, and I scratched it. And what I scratched is the spot on my. Well, I'm fine, but I scratched the spot on my leg where they pulled out the miraculous fat, and I forgot that I have like a little thing that has a couple stitches there. It's fine. I said "ow" before it really even hurt. I'm fine.
I do have to update on the last episode. I mentioned that they had me smell chrome.
Yeah.
And they insisted, or the gal who was helping me insist. I was like, chrome, and she's like, yeah, and I'm like, the metal? She's like, yes. I'm like, the metal has a scent? And she's like, yes. And I was like, really? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
And I smelled it, and I said I think it smelled like body wash or something. And so I mentioned it. I'm like, this is crazy, but I'm not sure I believe it. Well, I looked it up, and I think what she had was a dupe of a fragrance called chrome.
That makes so much more sense.
Yes, because chrome does not have a scent. That made no sense. Chrome doesn't have a scent.
It could.
The only thing named chrome that has the scent that I smelled was this
fragrance,
fairly popular fragrance. So okay, just wanted to update that. Okay, so they wanted me to come up with a title, and I was just like, and I was just like, well, it's got oud in it, which is like this. It's like a. How would you describe oud? There are fragrances that have oud. As
a song from Sound of Music. How would you describe oud?
That's a song in Sound of Music.
Yeah. No. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
Oh, I see. You're being silly.
Yeah. Hence all the laughter.
So this had oud. There's like a oud note in one of the top notes is oud. Okay. Do I have to explain this to people? So I named it something, but I didn't like the name of it.
You chose Desert Oud.
Right, which it isn't even.
You felt like you like pussed out, right?
I was just like,
Wait, what do you mean it isn't even?
Well, there's nothing deserty about it.
Okay, well, you're deserty though.
I'm deserty.
You're from Tucson.
That's true.
And you are like incorporating Southwestern elements into your clothing on occasion.
Sure.
So you've come up with a list of titles.
Just a few.
So I have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
What is the process of actually renaming?
I don't know. I'm gonna
do they
ask
have
them.
your
Maybe
scent
there's
on
a form.
file?
Yeah, there might be a form I have to fill out.
You might have to go to the county.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
You have to
whole
get it
thing.
notarized.
All right. So I've got some names here.
Okay.
All right. Send ouds. Fiori virili.
What is that?
Masculine flower.
Fiori virili?
Uh-huh.
That sounds like Prince Machiavelli.
Virile flowers. Because it's got neroli in it. It's got some rose.
Fiori virili.
These are okay. These are very serious. So
sorry.
don't laugh at
I'm sorry.
Summer hours. Yeah.
Summer hours. Like we're working summer hours?
Yeah. Because it's a summery frag.
Right?
Dank wants.
Oh, yes! Do they know? So Dean Koontz, he had a house
Across from your folks.
not across from my folks. That makes it sound like they were in the
Well,
same
there's a
neighborhood.
canyon.
There was they lived on the edge of Buck Gully, which is this big sort of gully. And then, oh my God, what's the name of that super fancy Newport? You could sort of see, I guess it's Newport Coast. And he had built this big mansion there. So when they first moved into that house, it was just rolling hills and there were actually cows out there, which was awesome. There would be like cows almost in our backyard sometimes. But then it got built up and then you'd see like people's houses across the way. And Dean Koontz was out there, but you always called him Dink Newts.
I call him Dink Newts.
And that brought us a lot of fun. So what is this? Dank Quants?
Dank Wants.
How about Dink Wants? No, it should be Dank Wants.
Dink Wants. Ood Thoughts.
I don't get that one.
Like lewd thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
Unkempt Garden.
Well, that just sounds like someone needs to trim their pubes.
That's right.
Is that what you're going for?
And then finally, the Ood Abides.
Ah, that's good. That and which one are you
I like the
toward?
Ood Abides. Is my favorite.
I feel like we've got to keep this going.
Well, I think you need to come up with a Sig Frag, and then we could name that.
Are we doing Sig Frag or Sig Frey?
Oh, is it Sig Frey?
I don't know. If we're going to say Sig Frag, then I'm going to say Sig Frag.
Sig Frey.
I think it's Sig Frey.
So, you know, I know you always want to keep things going, but I feel like you've got that real SNL attitude of just if it works once, do it 1,000 times until it.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Ood Abides.
So my doctor, okay, so all of my stitches are dissolvable, but he said, do you have a derm that you could go to in 3 to 6 weeks to help you take out the stitches? Like, even though they're dissolvable, you can still have someone remove them. Because I don't know on their own when the timeline of when they come out. And I said, I don't. Like, I'm not set up with any dermatologist anywhere. I did go to a local one once and I really liked her, but I've only gone once. And I'm like, I have an injector I really like. She's a nurse. Maybe she could do it. But I contacted her and she's like, I technically can do that, but I can't because my insurance, like, it's a liability. I wouldn't be allowed to do that. And it occurs to me, probably everyone I ask is going to say that ahead of time. So what I need to do is I need to go in under the auspices of another reason I'm there. And then while I'm there, be like, oh, hey, would you be able to help me with this situation going on? So that is going to be a little bit of trickery. And I said to my doctor, I said, is there any way I could do it? And he said, 0%. But I don't see why.
I don't know.
Probably because it's not something I should be doing.
No.
So I feel like I need to, like, establish a relationship with a dermatologist, like, really fast.
Well, I was thinking of getting a new my dermatologist is in Beverly Hills, and I hate driving over the hill.
Yeah.
I have a dentist over there, and it's just like such a fucking, as the crow flies, it's like 2 miles.
Yeah, I know.
But it
silly.
is the worst drive.
The guy who straightens my hair, his main salon is in Torrance, but he occasionally rents out a space in Beverly Hills. And I decided I'd rather just go to Torrance. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
For real. Seriously.
Did you want to tell your story? Should I go get the
ood? Well, wait. Don't you have more to say about how you're just thinking you need to find someone closer? A dermatologist?
But there's nothing more to the story other than I'm like way overdue for a checkup.
Yeah, and you tend to get skin cancer, so.
I do.
I'm also wondering, like, could my hematologist remove the stitches? He's the one who did my medical clearance, but that's really probably outside of the scope of what he does. So, I don't know what to do. I'm debating whether to tell the story of my odyssey returning home or
Can you tell it quickly?
Probably not. No,
why don't you give a tease of it so they know the gist and then tell it on the next episode?
Okay. So I was thinking so the tease is I was supposed to fly out of LaGuardia. I'm just going to tell the story. No, I'm not going to. The tease is I was supposed to fly out of LaGuardia. I don't know if you guys are aware of what happened at LaGuardia. It's awful.
It was the day after that you were supposed to fly.
2 days after.
Oh, was it?
So it happened on Sunday night that a plane crashed on the runway, a fire truck. Both pilots were killed.
Crazy.
Have you seen the picture of the pilots? They are so young looking.
Really?
One was 22 and one was 31.
Ugh.
It was like a pilot and a co-pilot. Yeah, awful. Scary that it happened. So the story I read said that LaGuardia would be open at 2 p.m. the next day. I went to bed, and so it happened Sunday night. I was supposed to fly Tuesday. I went to bed Monday thinking everything's hunky dory. Tuesday, woke up to find out my flight was canceled. So that's part of the story. And then the next part of the story is I end up flying out of JFK. Again, this is the abbreviated version. There's a longer version, but I'm telling all the good parts. And I'm not allowed to lift heavy stuff. That's like the main stipulation. So this has been a big source of stress for me, is how am I going to handle my bags, because it makes me uncomfortable having to like ask people for help, even though I know that I should get over that. So they couldn't drop me off at departures because it was closed. They had to drop me off at arrivals, and then it was like very far. So I was pushing my bags, and I was thinking, imagine if I fell and ate shit on this face that I just spent all this money on. And then that did happen. That's the story, but I'm totally okay. I managed, as I was toppling over my suitcases, I was thinking, don't let your face hit the ground. Don't let your face hit the ground. Don't let your face hit the ground. And I didn't. I took the impact on the other parts of my body. But what fun.
I'm so glad that's behind you. I was stressed for you.
Which part?
All the travel.
I didn't tell you about the falling until I was like on the plane already.
Yeah. So
yeah, it sucked. I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah, it sucks right now out there. Although I was looking, CNN has this thing where it's like each airport and its current TSA wait times.
Uh-huh.
And they were all like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And I was like, do we need the ticker if the times are good? Like, what's going on?
Going there, I was flying out of Burbank, and it was so easy. Oh my God. I have never flown to New York and had 2 stops, but that's what I did on my way there. Really breaks up the flight. It wasn't the worst, but it was exhausting. But because I flew out of Burbank, it was no problem. But then security was insane on the way back. And also ICE is now at the airports, just standing there.
Yeah. I don't think that's happening anymore, though. I think, didn't they reach some agreement?
Oh, really?
I think so.
They were there on the day that I was flying out of JFK, where the wait times were crazy. I felt like there was one other thing I wanted to say, and then I was going to say, let's get the dude, but I can't remember what it was. Did you have one more thing?
No, why don't I go get the dude?
Okay, you go get the dude. And while you do that, I'm going to remind everyone that Daniel and I have a news episode that we do now weekly. And you can get that at patreon.com/Alison Rosen.
Patreon!
Do an annual subscription, and then you get 2 months free. Also, I'm on Substack. I haven't written about the plastic surgery yet, which, is imminent. And then also I had some epiphanies about my family and sort of where I am with processing that. And I think processing some of my grief while I was in New York. And it was all pretty good. And I'm kind of surprised at where I ended up. And I'll just give you a preview of where I ended up, which is I am who I am because of who my parents were. And maybe I can be okay with that. And there certainly was a lot of dysfunction and confusion and stuff that I'm angry about in my childhood, but at the same time, there were a lot of funny moments and good memories, and it wasn't all.
Did somebody say any special guest?
Yes, I believe we have a special guest named Owen.
Can I smell this
What does it smell like?
stuff? I don't know. Anyway,
Wait, honey, you got to talk into the microphone if you're going to be here.
well, where's my own mic?
Oh, you don't have your own microphone. You have.
Get that one?
You want to use Daddy's? Sure.
No, wait, the other
Well, we only have these ones plugged in, so you should use Daddy's.
All right. What about that?
It's not turned on. Yeah.
Is Daddy not going to come in?
Yeah, he's probably going to come back. You could just use it for now.
All right.
Do these microphones smell or something?
No, I just like smelling them. This thing smells good, so...
Oh, what does it smell like? Do you want to
Can I
take...
take this?
Yeah.
Daddy?
Talk
Daddy said I
talk
can
into the
use
microphone.
yours.
So what's up, dude? No, don't tap it though, because that sounds like push. That sounds in their ears. It's like woof, 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 woof.
Like Peter barking?
Yeah, you got to hold it up. Hold it, honey. Hold it to your mouth. Yeah.
Like this?
Perfect. So what did you want to tell us?
Stuff!
What? Like what?
It's a baby doggy.
Do you see a baby? Oh, you see.
Yeah, it's your symbol.
Yeah, it's. Oh, wait, are you talking about this picture of Oliver or are you
No,
talking about my. Oh, the
that.
duck. The duck. Yes.
Anyway. Why do you have, like, different papers?
Because I'm trying to figure out
Papers.
what color I should paint the studio.
Okay, anyway.
Do you like any of them?
Roar!
Do you like any of the colors that are on the wall, honey?
I see that some bit is already painted.
Oh, yeah, I painted like a tiny little bit brown. It looks awful, right?
What's that steam noise?
It's my computer fan, and it's really annoying, isn't it? It annoys me. It's the computer is... Yeah.
You mean inside?
Yeah, you could talk into the mic.
Anyway, what's this?
That's a timer?
Is this like a video one?
No.
Or just the talking?
Yeah, just audio.
All right. Anyway, so what are you guys talking about?
Well, we were talking about me going to New York. And
Mommy, while she was gone.
I miss so much.
You-
Ooh, it's Coca-Cola.
it's Daddy's drink.
Coca-Cola.
You were actually...
Coca-Cola.
You were surprised. You were like pretty much okay while I was gone, weren't you? Because Grandma was here.
Yeah. And the song about Grandma replaced you.
You have a song about how Grandma replaced me.
Do you remember the song?
It's like the one with me, Elliot, and Cambry.
Yeah, how does it...
And only in like one or two lines I said Grandma replaced you. So it's basically a full song.
And then I did something. I made the greatest act of motherly sacrifice ever. I left my robe here.
Nope. It was the opposite. I love your robe.
I know.
Ugh.
You snuggled with my robe all the time, right?
Yeah.
Here, listen to this.
I forgot something in my backpack. I'll get it after since this is not even a video.
Right, here, put these headphones on for a second.
Why?
Because I want you to hear yourself saying duty. Or just lean close to it. Okay.
Duty.
Did you hear it?
No. Duty. Duty.
Is it playing? I can't tell. I don't have headphones.
Duty. Play it again. Duty. Duty. I fully heard it.
Okay. All right, Owen, we're going to end the show. Is there anything else you want to tell them?
Already?
What are you working on these days?
Making video games.
Making games. Tell them how you make games.
Do the duty again. Duty. Play it so many times. Duty. Again. Duty. Again. Duty. Like press the button like spam.
I can't. It won't keep doing it. It kind of clogs up.
Sad emoji.
All right.
Shut up.
That's,
I'm a bad word guy.
you're a bad word guy?
Yeah.
What's the worst word you know?
Coca-Cola.
No, really.
Coca-Cola.
What's the worst word you know? Is it Daniel? Is it okay if he... Yeah, Daniel said he's a Marxist. No one can hear you. Does he have permission to say the worst word he knows? What's the worst word you know?
Can I say all of them?
Yeah.
There's shut up.
Uh-huh.
There's shut up, you fucking bitch. There's shut up, you dog. There's bitch. There's fucking bitch. There's fuck. There's bitch. There's shut up, dog. And lastly, there's glooba dooby dooby doo. And shut up, you fucking bitch, you dog. Ah!
Wow.
Giggle, giggle. Play the duty. Duty.
All right, Owen.
Wait. Play it and I'll say it.
Okay.
Duty. Duty. Again. Duty. Duty.
Okay, let Daddy.
One more time.
Okay.
Duty. Duty.
All right.
So how does this transfer to this?
So, see this cord that comes, it goes to the computer and then it goes into here. And then, and then this goes into there and it's a whole thing. It's a whole,
and then that's how it gets the duty.
That's right. Say it one more time.
Duty.
All right.
They'll play it again.
No, I think we've done enough duties for this show.
No.
I can play it after when we let them
One
go.
more duty.
All right, one more duty.
Duty. It's just so funny.
All right. I would like to thank so Owen. Carpet. No, don't bang the microphone, sweetie.
Can he eat it?
Nope.
Microphone.
Okay, a little quieter. Shh. I would like to thank everyone for listening.
Coca-Cola.
I love you. You matter.
Can I also say something?
Yeah.
After you.
No, you go first.
you.
I'll end the show because it's my show, so you go first.
So hi everybody. Don't forget to check out my channel. If you didn't already know, I do have one. Yep, a kid channel. I have like 5 videos, but you should go check it out.
I didn't know he was promoting.
He's doing his plugs.
But not like if you like it. I just want you to see it because not many people know about it.
Yeah, you gotta get the word out.
So I want you to check it out. It's on YouTube.
All right.
And then I have some videos. They don't have thumbnails, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
I made it like a long time ago. I don't really post videos anymore. But it's still on.
Yeah, that was in the early part of your career.
Still on. Anyway, so bye. Bye. And tell me if you like my channel.
All right. Thank you for listening. I love you. Owen, you gotta be quieter. Thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen show? We had a good time, but now we gotta go. Yeah, Alison Rosen is your new best